Honors Algebra 2, the last video I'm making tonight here for your test, which is going to start on Wednesday with a few questions and be taken all of Thursday. We have some lovely in-house sponsors. We've got Cliff Bar bringing us their seasonal flavors. Yes, peppermint bark and spice pumpkin pie. Ooh, tasty. Then we have, again, your favorite teacher will not say no to these as a Christmas gift. Or Laura Bar. There you go, Laura Bar. Just 3 real ingredients. That's what I'm talking about. Noon energy, because who doesn't need more caffeine? Huh? Hydration tablets. They're electrolyte tablets with a little bit of energy. And you know, right here, Zevia 0-calorie soda, none of the sugar, all of the Zevia, unfortunately caffeine-free. So take a look at this here. Mostly just going to give answers 1 through 3. Given the following relations, state the domain and range and whether or not it's a function. Remember, it is a function if you see no duplicate x. You don't have the same x value going to 2 different y's. We call those the cheating boys. You have the same x value 3 going to -8 and 11. That's why it's not a function. The domain, all the x values, -4, 0, 3, and 5. Put them in order, least to greatest. The range, -9, -8, 7, and 11. You don't write any duplicate x's or y's down. Number 2, it is a function. You don't have the same x value going to any 2 different y values. You can have the same y value twice. It's just not 1-to-1 here. There's the domain, there's the range. Domain is all the x values, range is all the y values. It's very important not to miss that. 4 through 9, we're just evaluating 2 different functions. F of -3, plug -3 in for x. G of 6, plug 6 in for x. G of -7, plug -7 in for x. And f of -2. So I'll finish the rest with you on Wednesday. F of -2, plug lighting's not good here. Plug -2 in for x. All right, the next page. I think probably some of the hardest ones here are writing each equation in standard form. So standard form is ax plus by equals c. X and y on the same side. X and y are integers, no fractions, and the leading coefficient a must be positive. So you're going to move that x over. It's now a positive 1/2. You're going to double everything. X plus 2y equals 6. On 11, you simply move the -3y over. It's now positive 3y. No fractions. That's positive. On 13, I'm going to move the -2/3 x and put that first, plus 1/2 y. Move the 3 over. I'm going to multiply both sides by a -6. X and y can't have fractions. X can't be negative. There we go. Find the x and the y-intercepts of each equation. The x-intercept is when y is 0, and the y-intercept is when x is 0. So the x-intercept, or the y-intercept, let x be 0. 4y is equal to -60. Y is -15. And the x-intercept is when y is 0, so let that be 0. Add 60 to both sides. Divide by 16. I've reduced it, all of these. All right. I would, again, you can just do the cover-up method. I mean, right away you can see 1/2 x equals -8. You can double both sides to get that. You can say 3/5 y is equal to -8, multiply both sides by a by 5 over 3. Or I can multiply everything by 10 to get 5x plus 6y is equal to -80. And then I have 5x equals -80. 6y is equal to -80 as well. 17 through 20. Find the slope of the line that passes through each pair of points. My slope, I always do the bigger y minus the smaller y. 9 over 0 is undefined, not 0. 19, -4 minus a -11 over -7 minus a -2. There we go. On 20, doesn't matter what the bigger y is. You can do 8 minus 8 over 3 minus a -2, or 8 minus 8 over -2 minus 3. You either get 0 over 5 or 0 over -5. You can't leave it like that. That's 0. There's a little toddler running around upstairs. She might find us here in the basement and have to be quiet. 21, find the value of r so that the line passes through each pair of points as the given slope. All right, so that's a y value. R minus 2 over 8 minus 4 is equal to 3 over 2. 8 minus 4 is 4. Then we got, let's cross multiply. 2r minus 4 is equal to 12. R is equal to 8. So try 22. We can talk about that one in class. Let's see again. I've given you slope or point slope form here. Y minus the y value is equal to the slope times x minus the x value. Let's find the slope first. Negative 5 over 4. So you could either say y minus 4 is equal to a negative 5/4 times x minus a negative 6, which is x plus 6. Or you can say y minus a negative 6, which is y plus 6, is equal to negative 5 over 4 times x minus 2. 25, right. Y minus 3 is equal to negative 3/4 times x minus 16. Let's distribute. Oh, right, in slope-intercept form. So then add 3 to both sides. There you go. Write the equation of a line with the slope of that which passes through that in slope-intercept form. Y equals negative 3/7 x plus b. Plug 7 in for x, negative 2 in for y. Get a b value of 1. All right, and we keep going. 27, slope-intercept form. Let's find the slope. I chose 4, negative 3. You get a b value of negative 5 when you plug negative 3 in for x and 4 in for y. There's your answer. Again, pause this, look at the work. We should be pretty good here, though. 25, write the equation line, which is parallel to this and passes through this. So your parallel line is going to have a slope of 3/5, and it's going to go through an x value of y value negative 7, x value 15. So b is going to be a negative 16. There's your equation of the line. Write the equation of the line, which is perpendicular to that and passes through negative 6, 2. So your slope's a negative 3 over 1. Your perpendicular slope is the opposite reciprocal, which is a 1/3. Y equals 1/3 x plus b. Plug 2 in for y, negative 6 in for x. You have a b value 4. I did the other perpendicular one. Your perpendicular slope is a negative 5 over 2. That's the y-intercept. So that's it. If you want to plug 0 in for x and a negative 4 in for y, that's fine. That's the y-intercept. All right, here's 32. Write the equation of a line which passes through that point. It has a slope. I've given you a slope in all three forms. So point slope form is y minus the y value. Y minus 2 is equal to a negative 2/5 times x minus a negative 5 or x plus 5. Point slope form. Then distributes. Then add 2 to both sides. Your y-intercept is 0. So over here, move that negative 2/5 x over. So it's 2/5 x plus y 0. Multiply everything by 5. Do 33 because 34, you get another y-intercept of 0. So your slope's a half. I chose this ordered pair. Y plus 1 is equal to 1/2 x plus 2. Do a little distribution, 1/2 x plus 1. Subtract 1 from both sides. Move the 1/2 x over. Multiply everything by negative 2. There's 34. Again, we could talk about these longer on Wednesday. I just want to give you some quick answers. All right, 35 evaluates the piecewise function. F of 3 goes into the third equation because 3 is greater than 2, so plug 3 in right there. F of 2 is in the second equation because 2 is less than or equal to 2. Make sure you plug it in the right one. F of negative 6, plug negative 6 into the first equation. You get 25. All right, 36. You got two different equations. F of negative 5. Negative 5 is greater than or equal to negative 7, so let's go into the second equation. F of negative 8. Negative 8 is less than negative 7, so let's go into the first equation. Square negative 8 first. And then f of 2, 2 is greater than negative 7. It's going in the second equation. All right, I think I've got to finish here quick. 37 just from your quiz. So sorry about 38. That's not great because you're going to have a negative 19. You just make the table on 38. Okay, on 37 here, your first equation is y equals 2x minus 1. Negative 2 and negative 3 I'm going to use for x. Plug negative 2 in for x. Plug negative 3 in for x. X is less than negative 2, so you're going to have an open circle at negative 2, 5. Obviously, closed circle at negative 3, negative 7. It's going to continue south. On the second one, y equals 3x minus 7, an x value of negative 2, and x value of 4. Sorry about this. Plug negative 2 in for x, you get negative 13. Plug 4 in for x, you get 5. 4, 5 is right here. That's roughly negative 2, 13. It does have a y-intercept of negative 7, which is right there. I made a mistake. It should go like that. And your third equation is y equals 5 minus x. X is greater than or equal to 4. There's going to be an open circle there, closed circle there. Closed circle at 4 because x is allowed to be 4, greater than or equal to. Plug 4 in for x, plug 5 in for x. 4, 1, 5, 0, just continue on. Right there. All right, so 39, 40, almost done here. 39, your vertex is 2, negative 3, 1 to the left, 1 to the right, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Your slope is 3. Add 3, add 3, add 3, add 3, and it makes the V. 40. Your vertex, set this equal to 0, negative 1, comma 2. 1 to the left, 1 to the right, 2 to the left, 2 to the right, and your slope's negative 2. Subtract 2, subtract 2, subtract 2, subtract 2. And it makes the upside down V. All right, a few more here. 41, 4x equals 20, negative 5y equals 20. Get your two intercepts, 5 and a negative 4. I would test 0, 0. If you test 0, 0, plug 0 in for x, 0 in for y, you have that statement which is false. So you shade below the line, even though it says greater than or equal to, because y is negative. There were some errors on your quiz with the shading, so let's get that down. Maybe ask me some questions on Wednesday. Again, we are going to use the cover-up method. 3x is 12. 6y is equal to 12. This is not slope-intercept form. Now, it does say less than or equal to, and y is positive. So I'm going to test 0, 0 again. There's 0, 0. If I plug 0 in for x, 0 in for y, I get this statement 0 is less than or equal to 12, well, 0 is less than 12. So I shade underneath because 0, 0 is true and 0, 0 is below the line. And the last page, going to do 43 with you. Absolute value inequality. Vertex is 2, comma 4. 1 to the left, 1 to the right, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. My slope is 1. If I plug 3 in for x, I get the absolute value of 1, which is 1, plus 4 is 5. 4 to 5, 1 up 1, go up 1 again, up 1, go up 1 again. Less than or equal to, you shade below. If y is by itself, you can trust that. That is it, folks. That's your last video. That's 3 videos for me. We thank our sponsors. This is Yak Math Videos signing out.